Throwing now, Jackson on first down. This will be caught by Brown. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, 57, 57. Shit. Tight dog.
On second down now, it's McCoy. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Mahomes now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
57, caller. Exit.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 2.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That one complete to Hill. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
They'll try and run with Ware. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They will run with Ware. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Spencer Ware taking it in. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Jackson now on 3rd and 2. Dancing to his left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but it's still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration, and he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Here's Thomas. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. 23 yards, the final tally.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack.
This is caught inside the 15. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 74 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at it. It's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got you, pop. Patch it.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Let's get it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 88 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes, if you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd and 7, Mahomes flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On third down, Jackson. And an alley to run. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. We're back now in KC. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. To throw is Jackson. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Jackson now being chased out left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation,
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night. This is Ingram. They find some open field here. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Check three.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, 57. Yellow. Motion. Check.
Back to throw. Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 51 yards. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And they take a knee. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled no matter where he plays, does he? Home, on the road. If you put him in a neutral site, which he hopes one day would be the Super Bowl, he plays at a high level. We know about the big right arm, but I think it's the poise that I'm really, really admiring out of this youngster and watching him play. How about the first 3 games of his career in the NFL as a starter in 2018? He set a record for touchdown passes with 13.
Yeah, you think back to that entrance, and he has just kept it up. Amazing what he's been able to do. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.